Hey, Bart Smith here, author of BS the Book, your how-to guide on breaking through BS in your life, with another awesome excerpt. This one comes from the Relationship BS chapter 4, or part 4. And this one is called Silent Treatments, the Doghouse, and Intellectual Punishments. Yeah, I'm going to repeat that. This is a good one. Silent Treatments, the Doghouse, and Intellectual Punishments. Come on, let's get into it. So far, we've talked a lot about how to deal with people and their BS. With every response, action, phrase, comeback, reply you could ever return to someone committing any form of BS on you, the best way to deal with some people and their problems is with passive behavior. In other words, don't buy into it until they can express themselves in a civil tone, openly and honestly. Sometimes a little silent treatment is the best medicine for what ails them in your direction with their BS. No one likes to be in the doghouse, but sometimes maintaining silence is a better solution to bickering and nail-biting and fighting and yelling and screaming. No. No contact whatsoever is what you both may require. No phone calls, no email replies, no text replies, no answering the door when they come a-knocking. Nothing. Silence. Your silence communicates that you don't approve of how they were treating you. In this way, they have nothing to hold against you. You didn't raise your voice or your hand. You didn't throw things or destroy property. You were calm, quiet, and listened to their BS, which might seem like more courtesy than they deserve. I have received some whacked out emails from a couple family members. Everyone has, right? My conscience said, do not reply. Let them have the last word, and then you won't have to deal with them anymore. Their memory of you will be silence, which is exactly what I want them to remember. Your memory of them will be peace and silence. You see, it's in that quiet time, that alone time at night, in the dark, when their heads hit the pillow, they'll replay what they said to you. Like arguing at you and yelling at you and just throwing daggers at your heart. Okay? They'll replay what they said to you, and all they can come up with was your reaction, which was silence. They might start thinking about the tone of their communication. Was it too harsh? Was I insensitive? Was I justified in yelling? Was I accurate? Let them stew. You're not interested in their second thoughts unless it comes in the form of a sincere apology. The burden is on them. It might take weeks, months, even years for these people to get it or own up to what they did to you or said to you. You don't tolerate BS from people anymore, no matter who it comes from. None. Nada. Never. Again, you're not paid to be their therapist. And in some cases, the best discipline or punishment for people is a mental prison sentence of complete absence from your life. If they want back in, they have to obey your rules. The silent treatment is the best, non-violent, most effective way of teaching people how you expect to be treated and that you deserve it. Remember, to use this approach, stand your ground, keep your cool, and essentially avoid all contact. Be certain that you have thought long and hard about these things. Are you faultless? When they're ready to make amends, you be the judge of their sincerity. If you see no alternative for a reconciliation, let them know that they have broken the circle of trust, and then try to put the situation behind you, physically and emotionally, and move forward. Time and separation are often the best healers of the heart and soul. So, what I'm trying to say here with silent treatments, the doghouse, and intellectual punishments is this. Your silence will speak louder than your words. I can remember a family member screaming and yelling at me we'll just call it out of a drunken tirade. And I'm just sitting there wondering where it's coming from. Nothing substantial or supported by any facts or logic. It was just a tirade. You know what they say, those who hurt on the inside hurt people on the outside. And that's what was happening. And I was patient, and I took the abuse, verbal, and the verbal lashings, and I just received it. It came at me. Oh my God, is this going to end? And then when that person was finally out of breath, I asked him one question. Well, two really. The first question was, are you done? Is it my turn? And they said yes, because they were exhausted, and then they took another drink of their wine. Well, I said one more question. I've heard enough. I would like to leave. May I leave? Fine. Yeah, go ahead. That was the response. And I left. I let those yellings come at me. I just sat there and took it. And when I was ready to respond because it was my turn, I just simply said, I've heard enough. I'd like to go. Wow. No stoking that fire. No, you don't want to get involved with, heat of the moment. And no. Because in that moment, I was counting my seconds and my minutes. And I'm like, okay, this is going to end in about 2 minutes. Literally, like 2 minutes, maybe 5 max. People don't go on. And if you don't contribute to the yelling part or the strife, their part's going to end in 2 to 5 minutes, plus or minus. Okay. So it ended. I knew it was going to end. This was going to be a tactical approach. 1, 2, 3. 1, listen, take all the abuse verbally coming at me. It'll just take a few minutes. Just suck it up. Be tough. Keep your mouth shut. And then when they died down and they know they should allow you to respond, my response was, I'd like to go. Bye. And I left. To this day, I don't think I've talked to that person. And to date, they don't remember me yelling at them or throwing things in the room or whatever. They remember me saying, I'd like to go. And by the way, I was pretty sober, so I was able to drive away. I might have had 1 or 2 beers over a 3 to 4 hour period. Add in a lot of food and time. I was pretty much sober when I received all that lashing from that drunken person. They'll never get feedback. They'll never get word back. And intellectually, they will punish themselves when they hit the pillow every night. What did I do? I pushed him away. Well, sorry. So silent treatments, the doghouse, and intellectual punishments, they work very well. And again, if someone comes forth to say, hey, I'm sorry, did I hurt you? Then yeah, absolutely. Hey, let's talk about that. Yeah, you did. I didn't like it. Do it again, and I'll never let you talk to me again. Remember that audio in this playlist? I don't care who you are. Treat me bad, and I'm out of here. Bye. See ya. I got a life to live. I'm living it. I got a party attitude. And the last thing I need is for you to come and rain on my parade and kind of bring me down. I'm having a virtual party with guests, and we're having laughs and conversation. And you want to come in and start griping and spilling wine on my nice carpet, with your thoughts and your words. No, I'm sorry. I have no tolerance for that. So that aside, check it out. Try it out. Silent treatments, the doghouse, and intellectual punishments. What do you think about this? Comment in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And when you are going to be in a heated moment, remember this. Just take the abuse, suck it up, be tough, and then say, are you done? Yes, I am. Okay, great. See ya. And leave. Walk. That silent treatment is awesome. I love it. Whew. Tell me what you think below. And hey, if you like what you heard, subscribe to my channel and enter my world. Hey, here's to you living your life BS free like me.